I'm here again to talk to you about teacher talk today. My name is Celia, and being a former teacher and interested in all teacher things, I thought it would be a good idea for everyone to hear some of the teacher language. Knowing teacher language can help you be more teacher savvy when you're having conversations with the teachers in the store. I'd like to start talking about phonics. Phonics can be divided up into different parts. There are phonemes, which are the individual sounds that a letter makes. The phonemic awareness is being able to hear the combination sounds in a word, as in the blends and digraphs. The phonological awareness is being able to hear the sounds that you, when you're hearing, like the children are hearing nursery rhymes or reading stories, they can pick out sounds from the words that they're hearing. And phonics, of course, is the precursor to them being able to do their own individual reading. All these going together, the teacher may want to see examples of the different things that we have available at the store for you to put in their hands. So we'll start out with onsets and rhymes. Now, an onset is a beginning sound of a word, and the rhyme is the ending syllable. So if they're talking about onsets and rhymes, it's the beginning of the word and the end of the word. They're talking about blends and digraphs. I had a parent come into the store one day and said, "Oh, my child is just not getting digraphs." So we went to the shelf and we first of all looked at books, then we looked at manipulatives, and we found that what would work for her child. Now, we have this particular product from Carson DeLosa, which gives you groups of words using the blends and digraphs. Now, a blend is a combination of letters, which will give you a combination sound, as in ST, st, or FL, fl, whereas the digraph is a sound that's created by two letters being together, as in GH at the end of the word, TH at the beginning of the word, and so on. So once the parent understood this, she was then able to go forward, and she picked a number of products and took them home. The same thing would happen for a teacher if they're wanting to teach blends and digraphs as a topic within the literacy program. We have lots of things that, that can help them. Another product might be the pop for sight words. Pop for blends. We also have the pop for sight words, and it's important when they're learning to read that they are able to decode words and know how to pronounce them, but some words they can't decode and they just have to learn them from memory, and that would be the sight words. Now, the pop for sight words has little pieces of popcorn in them, and the child turns it over, reads the word, and if they read it correctly, then they get to keep it. That's part of the game. If they find a pop card, then they have to give it back. Okay. So we've talked about blends, we've talked about digraphs, onsets and rhymes, and I hope now that will help you with the teacher or parent that comes in talking about phonics. We also have, I'll just show you a couple of books. This one, Phonemic Awareness, this has always been a great product for our stores, and teachers really enjoy this product. These sets of readers I've always enjoyed selling. Because they are they're leveled, basically. They are for the early reader, and I will just open one up. Okay, so this one is when the child is using the vowels for the first time, like the a, o sounds. All the books in here, and there's 10 books in each one, all the books are sectioned so that you're using at least one of the vowels in each of the books. This one moves on to, this is a level 2 book, and it's moving on to, you can see perhaps that there is ST sound in the toast, so that goes back to the blends and digraphs, or TR sound in the word treat. So when the child's reading this book, they're at the blends and digraphs stage of their reading program. Another part of the phonics program in many of the schools or in the daycares is Jolly Phonics. Now, Jolly Phonics is a program that was developed by a lady in the UK, and she just found that the children in her care were not getting to the reading stage. They could say the sounds, but they couldn't connect them. And she came up with this program. Her name is Sue Lloyd, and she came up with a program which was then put into publication. It's really gone worldwide, and it's used in many of the schools in Canada now as a start to the reading program. They have workbooks, they have activity books, and teacher books. The difference with Jolly Phonics is that the children learn letter groupings. Now in book 1, you can see here it has letters S, A, T, I, P, N. Why do they group those together? Because the children, once they know the sounds and the shapes of those letters, they can start to make words, which means they can start to read. Again, the sight words would have to be taught separately, but as soon as they can say SAT, that's sat, TIP, tip, and so on. Many words can be made from those 6 beginning letters. The book, Jolly Songs, is embraced by both teacher and parent, and this includes a CD, and for each letter that is introduced, there is a song that goes along with it. So again, it's reinforcement of the sound. When the child is learning the letter, they're also doing an action. For instance, for the letter T, the child would be moving the head from side to side and saying T, T, as though they were watching a tennis game. So if you go to the shelf and check out the Jolly Phonics books, perhaps that's going to help you understand what the program is about.